what's up YouTubers? It's me again, Brian, aka Gamer55551, and I am back with a video game review. And this week, for this review we're going to be taking a look at Rise of the Tomb Raider, the 20th year celebration or anniversary edition for the PS4. This is also available on the Xboxone. I think not the I don't know if the 20-year celebration is not, but the game itself, it's also available on Xboxone and PC. And for those who have pre-ordered this, though, it came in a stylish little booklet, though, with a lot of commentaries, art styles and so on in the game, that kind of stuff. So kind of neat, though. Okay, the Tomb Raider series in general, though, is just like, in a way, kind of like Mario is. It's sort of an iconic series in a way, though. I really never got into the series when it originally came out, mostly because at the time I didn't have a PlayStation or a Sega Saturn or a Dreamcast in general, though. I really didn't get into the series until I think it was Tomb Raider Underworld, which was released for the PS2 and the GameCube, though. Yep, it was released on the GameCube as well. And it was a good game, though, but again, the series didn't click with me as much, though. It wasn't until Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, which I believe came out in, I think, 2014, when that came out, though, that the series really clicked with me and all. And it was a very fun game, though, alright? But, as always, but the series also had its bit of controversy. One of the controversy that Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, which is a remake of, I think, Tomb Raider 2013, though, the reboot, though, was a comment one of the developers made, I think because it had to do with a scene in which Lara, in a way, I think this is right, though, again, I could be wrong, though, is in a scene that looked like Lara was about to get, raped, though, and sort of the comment came off in a negative way, though, but overly the controversy sort of died down when one of the other staffers explained it better, though, so that's the case. This controversy, however, Rise of the Tomb Raider as well, also suffered a similar I won't say similar, but also suffered a controversy as well, and that was the game became, when the sequel was announced, it was announced as an Xbox One exclusive, though, and I think a PC as well. Now, this upset a lot of gamers, particularly PS4 gamers, mostly because they point to the fact that Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, when that was released, the PS4 version outsold the Xbox One version. And a lot of people were a bit upset with that decision that Microsoft was making the sequel an exclusive for their system, though there were reports indicating that the game was only a time exclusive, though, and many people think that was unfair and everything. It's the same argument we saw with Street Fighter V and, of course, with Bayonetta 2. However, I would like to say, as a side note, Bayonetta 2 was under a different situation than Street Fighter V and Rise of Tomb Raider, and that is, and I know some will call this Nintendo fanboyism, is the fact that in this case, Platinum wanted to do a sequel, but Sega was not going to front the money or publish it, so they had to search around for another publisher, and obviously Nintendo was willing to, fund the project in exchange of making it a Wii U exclusive, and Platinum was okay with that, though. Both Rise of the Tomb Raider and Street Fighter V didn't have that kind of situation, though, so it was a legitimate criticism. Again, it is Square Enix and Crystal Dynamite and Eidos' property, so they could choose whether or not they want to do that, but still, it wasn't pleased with everybody, though. Nevertheless, PS4 owners had to wait a year for it, and now the game is finally out. And does it live up? Is it still as good as it was when it was originally out on the Xbox One, though? Having invested almost about a week into it, I have to say it is a good game. Has its flaws, but it's definitely high on my list of recommendations, though. All right. Okay, so we'll start with, we're going to do the pros and cons. So let's start with the pros, though. First off is the gameplay and gunplay is solid, though. One of the things I liked about Tomb Raider Definitive Edition was the gunplay, though. And to me, the gunplay almost, in a way, kind of felt like similar to what the Uncharted series is, though. And it's definitely, solid third-person shooter mechanics, though. And that is obviously there, though. I also like the idea with the bow and arrow as well, where you can, from stealth attack, taking out with the bow and arrow, to, taking down structures, or, creating like a rope line for your character to, for Lara Croft to, walk, climb on, though. But in either case, the gunplay and the gameplay is definitely good, though. Next one, of course, is the crafting system. Again, another favorite of mine from the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Basically, hunting down animals or finding, like loot or certain items are needed, though, to craft, like ranging from new weapons to better gear and armor, though. It is possible you could beat the game without it, though, but I recommend it's necessary because it'll make the gameplay, make you survive a little bit longer, though. So, love the crafting system, though. The next one is story. Very good. It's on the same par as the Uncharted series, which, that has that kind of like Indiana Jones feel to it, though. So, this one definitely retains that. The new Tomb Raiders game definitely retains that, though. So, story-wise, very well done. And finally, this is for the PS4 version. You're going to get all the DLCs, though. I think it's Blood Ties, Enhance. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. Plus all the costumes and weapons. Plus the Blood Ties supports PlayStation VR support. So if you have a PSVR, though, you got something you could use for it, though. So good thing that all the DLCs are in this version. So that's a nice one as well. Okay, so we're going to take a little break. We'll show you some gameplay footage of me playing, though. And when we come back, we will talk about the cons, okay? So enjoy the gameplay footage, and we will be right back.
No turning back. It has to be here. There was something in Dad's research about this.
It was said the Prophet's tomb was hidden in the cliffs above one of the forgotten cities. Legend speaks of an oasis where the Prophet was laid to rest.
Something's here. Could this really be it? Religious icon, detailed and inlaid with gems. It looks Byzantine, perhaps 10th century. It fits with the legend of the Prophet. Incredible. Some kind of marker. Can't quite make out the translation, but this word. Prophet. This is it. Dad was right. He's shown here, performing healing miracles. Dad's notes mention this. Seems to be a map of some sort, but I can't quite read the words. These are the miracles of the Prophet of Constantinople, unjustly murdered by order of Trinity. It's the Prophet, speaking with a foreign army. He convinced them to lay down their weapons. My Greek is still a little rusty, but it's pointing to something hidden nearby. I'll mark down the locations. He led his followers through the desert, to the oasis, entrance. Amazing. If only Dad could have seen this.
The Order of Trinity pursued the Prophet and his people relentlessly until finally confronting them in their hidden oasis.
They're blasting their way in. Let's hope this works. Stunning. We made it, Dad. Got to find a way to get up higher. Maybe I can raise the water. Perhaps I can break through that wall. Gate is holding the water back. I wonder if I can lift it. Another religious symbol, but this one is simple and handmade. The Prophet must have drawn followers from every walk of life.
My lord, what you say is impossible. I myself drove a spear into the prophet's heart. I saw him die. Doubtless his people have propped another man up in the slain prophet's robe to continue his lies. They are broken, discredited, and exiled. We will head south and put the rest of his people to the sword. But the prophet is dead. This, I swear. My lord, I ride at the head of a small army of the faithful, armed and ready. And I have good news. We have located the tomb of the prophet. We were attacked by madmen upon the road, wearing the prophet's livery, but they were easily bested. We allowed one to flee, and followed him back to the oasis. Whether the prophet escaped death, or whether another now wears his mantle, it does not matter. All will perish inside, and it will become a tomb at last.
That's it. We're almost through.
All right. Is that the final charge?
Damn, they're almost inside. got to raise the water.
My lord, the last remnant of the Prophet's followers have barricaded themselves inside his tomb. We have made camp at the entrance, and we are preparing to break through their barricades. I saw the man claiming to be the Prophet before they sealed the gates, and I admit, he bears a striking resemblance. But it could not be. No matter. They will all be dead before sunrise. The Order of Trinity will see that his heresy ends here.
That wall is weak. I should be able to break through. That wall is weak. I should be able to break through.
As we push deeper into the valley, I find myself staring at the ruins and pondering my own mortality. These structures have been here for ages, waiting for this moment. I can feel their anticipation. The stone itself wants us to succeed. And what is there to stop us? Non-believers, the fearful, and the lost. Those that hid the source from Trinity for so long. We are the very people who would use what's hidden here as it was intended to be used. This world is too corrupt, too rotten, too sick to be saved by any means other than Trinity. We will have our army. A righteous man will lead it. Constantine will be that man.
Lara, be careful. They're everywhere. You'll run into some trouble. There he is! Take him out! Damn it!
Shit! For the first time in weeks, things are becoming clear. I know, there's something hidden here. The Soviets came looking for it too, and now Trinity and Anna. Anna. God, I still don't quite believe it. All this time, did she watch Dad as well? I've got to keep moving.
Taking casualties! Back me up! He's hit! Get clear! Light her up!
What happened here?
Okay, and we are back with part 2 of our review of Rise of the Tomb Raider, 20th year celebration edition for the PS4 though. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay footage, and we will get started with the cons of the game. So what are the negatives about Rise of the Tomb Raider for the PS4? Well, the first one, and this is actually 2 of them, is the game runs at 30 frames per second and the visuals are not great. Now, they're not terrible by any stretch. They're not like as bad as, say, Mafia 3's visuals were in any way. The game looks good though, but the game unfortunately runs at 30 frames per second. I mean, when you look at Tomb Raider Definitive Edition and this, you can see a big difference between both of them though. Now, some will argue, well, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition is a port of the PS3 and 360 game, and that is true. I mean, that is true, but compared to which one looks good, I have to say Definitive Edition, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition looks better than Rise of the Tomb Raider did for the PS4. I mean, Definitive Edition for the PS4 and Xbox One, rather than Rise of the Tomb Raider did for the PS4 or Xbox One. I mean, again, it doesn't look terrible, it doesn't look awful or anything like that. It doesn't look as good though. It's certainly a better looking game on the PS4. There are certainly worse looking games on PS4, and this one by no means is terrible, okay? But it doesn't look, I mean, it looks good, but it's just not as impressive. Not as impressive. At least that's how I'm looking at it, though, alright? Okay, so the next one, I talked about the visuals and the 30 frames per second. The next one has to do with, and this is probably one word people are going to hate, though. The game, unfortunately, does have microtransactions in it, though. However, to be fair, though, it's not as bad as, say, Deus Ex Mankind Divided was, okay? It is possible. This one, unlike Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which felt like you had to use the microtransaction in order to get through the game, though, it is possible, but it's annoying that it's there. Not to mention, people felt like no one was aware of this when the reviews came out for the game, though, so unfortunately. It's still a good game, but very sleazy for what Square Enix and Eidos did, though, alright? This one, if there is a bright spot at the very least, though, is that when you play the game and you find these hidden tombs or anything like that, you'll get in-game currencies which you can use to buy cards that sort of give, abilities or certain things for Lara as well. So there is a bit of a bright spot with the microtransactions. You don't have to use it, and I didn't feel like I was being forced to use it, though, alright? But it is there, unfortunately, though, okay? But the one thing I will give it the advantage, though, at the very least, is that it's not as bad as Deus Ex Mankind Divided was. So I'm very pleased that's good, though. I wish it wasn't there, but nowhere near the level that Deus Ex Mankind Divided was. All right. Okay. The next one is the VR support. Now, I don't have a PlayStation VR, so I can't really test out between the two, though. But for those who are excited for the VR support, for what I understand, it's only limited to the Blood Tie DLC, though. Now, I mean, great that the game is supporting PlayStation VR. More support, the better. Hopefully, PlayStation VR will certainly take off and do well, though. Again, I don't have it, so I haven't tried it out yet, though. But it is a little disappointing that it's only limited to just the Blood Tie DLC, alright? So, what can I say, though? And finally, last but not least though, is that if you already own this for the PC and Xbox One, unless you must buy it because it supports PlayStation VR or PSVR, I can't see any reason for a double dip though, alright? If you're a PS4 only fan, or if your main system is the PS4 only though, then yeah, I can recommend you picking this up. But if you're an Xbox One or a PC fan though, or if those are your main choice when it comes to gaming though, I can't see any reason to pick up the PS4 version, okay? Again, like I said, unless playing it using the PlayStation VR is your thing, I can't see for any other reason though, alright? Overall, as I said a little bit earlier, it's a hard sell if you already play this on the PC and Xbox One though, okay? It's a hard sell and a hard justifiable reason to pick up the PS4 version though. That said, if your main system is the PS4 though, then this is one I would definitely recommend though. The story is good, the combat is great though, and basically all the DLCs are in it though. This is one I would definitely recommend though. I do want to say that when it comes to Lara Croft, I will like to end it by saying that I like this Lara more than the old one Lara though. No offense to the old Lara though, but the old Lara in a way kind of felt like nothing more than just like a sex symbol. The new Lara from the Tomb Raider 2013, you know, the reboot and Rise of the Tomb Raider, I like more though. I like the fact that other than she's beautiful though, I like the fact that she's more human though, and I like the fact that to me though, and call this political, call it whatever you want, I think she represents a good strong female character that can appeal to both male and female audiences though, more than I could say about Ghostbusters 2016. In other words, the Lara Croft for the new Tomb Raider does what Ghostbusters 2016 couldn't do though, and to me I think she represents that you can make a female character that appeals to both male and female gamers though. So to me, that's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. Alright, anyway, I will let's say this concludes my video review for Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration for the PS4. And again, these are my opinion. But what are yours? Are you picking the game up though, or have you already played it on the Xbox One and PC and figure it's not worth the double dip though? Did you enjoy the game as much as I did though? Did you didn't enjoy it though? Did you play the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition and decide you were going to pick this one up? Did you not play it and figure no? Are you using the PlayStation VR to play the Blood Ties DLC? Is that your reason to pick it up? Or there are other reasons though? Are you going for you're going to do a double dip with this one, or are you figure, you know what? Like I said earlier though, I already played it on my PC or Xbox One. There's no reason for the double dip though. And finally, do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Do you have a different take though? Anyway, sound off on the comment section below. Let me know what you think though. I hope you hit that like button. I would really appreciate it though. And I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Anyway, this concludes my video review of Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year collection for the PS4 though. It's afternoon here in Southern California. Had to close these, to get good lighting for the video though. So I will see you again next time when I do another video. Hopefully that will be soon. So from Southern California, I wish you guys a good afternoon though, or good evening wherever you are though. And I will see you again next time. All right? Bye.